A desperate situation was unfolding on the 163 freeway on-ramp.
We were taking the ramp from the North 5 to the North 163, and as we came around the corner, there was kind of a bumper on the side of the road, and my mom was like, "Oh, be careful."
Katie Tadlock was driving a group of family and friends to a youth leadership program when she saw a crashed vehicle on the side of the road.
As we kept coming down, a homeless lady actually ran onto the ramp and was flagging us down and directed our attention towards a vehicle that had rolled across the median and had landed in a separate lane. My training kicked into action, and I told my mom, I was the one driving, and I told my mom to, call 911.
With her car safely pulled over, Katie sprinted to the wrecked car to initiate life-saving measures on the injured driver.
As a lifeguard, that's what we train in, first aid and CPR for the professional rescuer. I have my lifeguard fanny pack with basic first aid kit that I would always keep in my school backpack, and that was with me on this occasion. As I approached the car, the windows were completely shattered, and this individual had gotten whiplashed back so that his shoulders and back were off to kind of the side of the seat, and so his face was actually level with the back window. And as I got there, his hood was kind of covering his face, and as I pulled his hood back, his eyes were just wide and looking at me. He was starting to lose consciousness and stuff, but he was still in there, and I could see that when I pulled back his hood and could see his eyes.
Katie told her brother Christopher to open the car door and unbuckle the driver so she could provide life-saving measures to clear the driver's airway.
She put herself forward confidently, gave me clear instructions.
In lifeguarding, we have a support specifically for spinals, and so I just kind of adapted that in that moment to hold him vertical instead of horizontal.
The driver slowly regained consciousness.
My sister was stabilizing his spine, making sure that if there was any spinal injury that was safe, along with just keeping eyes on him. I was in charge of just making sure that there wasn't any other injuries.
A lady comes running up and she's like, "Hey, I'm a nurse," and I'm, against the side of the car holding onto his head, and I'm like, "I'm a lifeguard," and she's like, "Okay, so we've got this." Going from where he would have died a few minutes later to being able to talk on his own, I think was really huge.
Katie's expertise and remarkable composure saved this man's life.
I knew that I had to be the rock, that I was the one with the training and I needed to be in charge in this situation, because if I didn't, no one else could.
The driver is alive and thriving today because of Katie's life-saving knowledge.
It was one of the gifts that she was born with. Her compassion is really quite compelling and compels her to help others.
Katie is a hero to me because she took time to get training along with having experience involving first aid situations and was able to use that to save his life.
I think Katie is absolutely a real hero, and she's my hero. I see the young woman that she's becoming, and she's somebody that I look up to each day.
I'm super grateful that it worked out that way. I just saved someone's life, and when I said those words, that's when it just kind of hit, and I just had to step outside and just cry for a while, because that was huge.